talking, I'm calling boys. You can't put on that bitch, you ain't one of us. How you running the big on the talking truck? How you got everybody that typing up? And she back with no swag, I can type her up. They my life, and I want her up. Got no money, I feel like I'm typing from. I'm gonna try to get active and never run. Look, I be riding through my old whip, but I'm in my new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new stuff. They say they gon' rob me, see me never shoot nothing. They know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news clip. On my wrist, what's that? We popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Remember me, dead, look at me up now. I run the city, but I'm feeling better uptown. Stay tired of these bottles I pop. They vibe and gin, all these models I pop. I just told her $100 for my album got dropped. And I'm only 23. Honey, sit down, look at me. I'm a boss, check my bottles, right? Shooting at me for a check. I told her I no way. Cause I made it from the bottom, there was nothing, no way. And I never had a job, you know I had to sell, yeah. I'm a boss, I call a shot. I'm with the main cream, call a cop. We in the building, y'all not. You showing the paper, you gon' call it like I'm a boss. And the shot, I don't tell. We in the, it's going down. Yeah, the kid that we up. Got so many shakes, they thought I had a lazy eye. Shorty roll me smooth as my Mercedes ride. No love, problem, only babies die. And when I go, that cash it better cost 100,000. I pray to God I look my killer in his eyes. Since the soul out of church, take him for that pride. OG is one who's standing on his own feet. A boss is one who guarantee we gon' meet. A blog dog, cause one day we gon' meet. I'ma spaz on your ass like I'm on it. Or a double sack, better than double that. Jerry Jones money, you a running back. Hershey Walker, Bo Jack. Ricky Waters better run that choke back. And I put that on my Maybach. 400,000, you say that. I'm a boss, I'm a boss. We in it, it's going down. Yeah, the king that we couple cars I'll never drive, bikes I'll never ride, crib I'll never build, blue I'll never flip. Fool, you ain't better than I move like the president. Everything black on black, you know I be trapping that. Running, walk around, wearing wild. Let the gang got the hood on fire. Come a king, call me side. You say y'all in my city, you a motherfucker. I'm a boss, you a fraud. You talk around like it's too metaphor.
Welcome to Franklin County High School. In the spirit of sportsmanship, we ask that all fans act responsibly and courteously to those around you. Abusive language or disorderly conduct is unacceptable and not welcome at IHSA events. Let's afford the student athletes, coaches, officials, and your fellow fans the respect they deserve. Your cooperation is appreciated. Please enjoy the game. Please be advised that Franklin County High School is a smoke-free facility. The staff and management, all team members, along with the Indiana High School Athletic Association, thank you for your cooperation in our promotion. Beacon Orthopedics and Tri-Health treat the largest number of high school, college, and pro athletes in the tri-state area. From surgeries and physical therapy to orthopedic urgent care and Saturday morning injury clinics, our specialists will get you back in the game on your schedule. Thank you to our co-medical directors, Dr. Brian McCullough and Dr. Matthew Daggy, team physicians, Dr. Matthew Hamilton and Dr. Tatiana Hamilton, and our certified athletic trainer. The best one in the EIAC, the best one in southeastern Indiana, and the best one in the state of Indiana, Miss Leah Raup, for her amazing service. She provides our student athletes and community, whether it's a game of life or on the Let Beacon Orthopedics and Try Health or your healthcare partners do it all. Visit beaconortho or tryhealth.com for more details on how they can help you.
Welcome, everyone, to a beautiful night in September. We're here at Wildcat Stadium in Brookville, Indiana, where the Wildcats are set to take the field and tee it up against the Trojans of East Central on Friday night. We'll now be honoring our nation with a color guard brought to you by the American Legion, Post 77 from Brookville, Indiana. Wow, Emma does a great job. Thank you to the members of Post 77 by presenting this color guard: Ron Myers, Ted Rouse, Gary Baker, Rich Bodner, and Carol Lanning. Tonight's game officials will be Brian Personet, Dave Rabe, Jarrett Easton, Sean Messmore, and Stephen Van Fossen. Wow, that's amazing. What a great presentation. Color guard, American Legion Post, and losing a fellow member of this school system, a big supporter of this athletic department, and just the things that that family continues to do for this athletic department. Very, very moving. And speaking of moving into tonight's matchup, you got the Franklin County Wildcats against the East Central Trojans. Wildcats starting off the season with 3 decisive wins, but playing the Trojans is always a difficult matchup.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Past couple years, Wildcats, actually I'd probably say the last 20 years, Wildcats have always struggled against the mighty and powerful East Central. East Central winning state back-to-back in 2022 and 2023. Now has been upgraded to a 5A school. As you know, Franklin County is still a 3A school.
Well, yeah, East Central is a powerhouse. They've done very, very well over the years. A lot of kids at that school, a lot of talent to pull from. You can see from their sideline, I mean, almost the double amount of kids Franklin County has. One of their biggest assets they've had year after year is that their offensive and defensive line have just been enormous compared to Franklin County's and other teams in this conference. But Franklin County this year, we've talked about it every week prior to now, is that their line has really shown up this year. A lot of seniors on that front row, and that's how they've had their decisive wins. Let's see if they're a matchup tonight for these Trojans.
Wildcats are set to receive.
As we're set to kick off, the East Central Trojans are going to be kicking off to the Wildcats. And welcome to Friday Night Football. Kick is off. It's deep. Gilman with the catch.
Breaks a couple tackles, makes it out to about the 20-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to have rough starting field position there, but he was able to break a few tackles, catch one more block, and at least get it out to the 20. So it's not terrible starting field position for the Wildcats. Coming out, we got Wyatt Bowling at quarterback. Wyatt has had a great few first 3 games, throwing 34 of 47 for 459 yards, 9 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Overall scoring in the state, I believe he falls 3rd out of all classes. And Wyatt kept the ball for the first play from scrimmage, was able to get about 4 yards on the play. He's also a heck of a rusher. Bowling has had 42 carries for 523 yards, Ryland, 7 touchdowns. He is a huge part of their offense.
Yeah. Hopefully we can get those legs churning today. Brings up 2nd and 5 for the Cats.
Another keeper makes a good move, cutting left. He's tackled at the 30. Looks like he's enough for the first down.
And that Wyatt Bowling run is good enough for a Wildcat. First down.
First 2 plays, obviously early in the game, Wildcats showed that they can block at the line of scrimmage, which is good. We know we're going to have to ground out, sustain some drives today.
Yeah, not a huge room for error today.
Well, the longer we can keep the offense on the field, the better our defense will be able to play, obviously.
Yeah. We have a flag on the play.
Yeah, we made a cutback but had nowhere to go. Big 77 stuffed the hole for East Central. No gain on the play, but there is flags down. We'll see what they have to say.
Face mask against East Central.
East Central year in, year out is a dominantly physical team. They are not scared to get in there and get gritty, not saying they do it on purpose, but they will do what is necessary to bring a ball carrier down. And when we get calls like that, we just have to capitalize.
East Central showing blitz, but a flag stops that.
You know, we're gonna establish the run today. We're gonna show them right up front that our line can block against East Central's big line. However, we are going to have to get creative offensively.
Oh, yeah. East Central showing blitz. Pass goes up. Oh, just out of Dozier's hands.
Not a terribly thrown ball. I mean, he gave Dozier a chance. Dozier, the bigger receiver against number 13, East Central, did go up to get it and high point it. East Central got his hand on it, just knocked it away. Fell innocently to the ground, but I like them taking a shot.
Second and 10. Bowling keeps it. Gets a few. Almost breaks out outside. Huge gain, Wyatt Bowling.
Yeah, good decision for Bowling to keep it. Looked like he was going to hand it to Wee Wee. Wee Wee had nowhere to go on the right side. Dozier threw a nice block on the outside, giving him a running lane, and he used that speed.
Shout out to the left side of that line, making a huge hole for Bowling. Bowling keeps it again, up the same hole. Not as big as a gain, maybe a gain of 3 or 4.
Yeah, it looks like a gain of 4, but first downs, you know, it's all about staying ahead of the chains.
Yeah.
4 yards on first down is a good start to a drive. Frank County will definitely take that every time. It's got Wee Wee in the backfield this time, looking to the sideline for a call.
And Bowling is sacked.
Yeah, 23 found his way off the left edge, got into the backfield, made Bowling step up, and he was finished off by, I don't know if that was 97 or 20 there, but definitely nowhere to go with the football. It's going to bring up a long third down. Let's see what we can dial up here.
Bowling showing a pass. Runs out. Oh, then now. Obvious pass interference there.
Yeah, pretty decent blocking there. Giving Bowling adequate time to look downfield. He saw Dozier coming across the middle. Threw it a little high for him, but defense can't push him in the back, and that's going to give him a first down.
Wildcats hoping to take advantage of that penalty on that long third down. Brings the Cats into East Central territory for the first time tonight.
Another Bowling keeper. Nothing doing there. 94 got into the hole. Stuffed him. Maybe a gain of 1. Perlyberg split out wide. Dozier left. Wee Wee in the backfield. Another Dozier keeper out to the right. Wee Wee's lead blocker, but he jumps back inside, and he's taken down by a host of East Central Trojans, led by number 94.
It's a 2-yard loss on the play. Brings back another deep third down.
Now, I love the dedication to the run here, but Bowling's already had 6 carries in this drive. I'd like to see him utilize the running back a little bit more because I don't know if he could take that all game.
Yeah, especially against East Central. Can constantly rotate in solid talent. Less of that on the Franklin County sideline. Very thin. Bowling throws a little out wide there. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, Perlyberg had a nice break to the outside at the first down marker. If the ball had been delivered to the right spot, it could have been a first down, but he was just under constant pressure. That pocket collapsed very quickly, leading to contact as he was throwing it, leading to an incomplete pass.
Looks like Coach Gilman is keeping the offense on the field on the 4th and 11.
Well, it's kind of no man's land, 35-yard line, opposite side of the field. If you punt it, what do you get, 15 yards here? You go for it, you take your chances with your defense. Good pass to Wee Wee. He's got space.
Not enough space, though. But it's going to be a turnover on downs, but gives East Central a little less wiggle room.
Literally almost as good as a punt there. Fell about 2 yards short on that catch and run. It was a really well-designed play. Got him out in the flat. Lots of space ahead of him. Had to break a few tackles. Sure tackle in East Central took him up short, and that's just going to be a turnover of downs.
And as East Central's offense comes onto the field for the first time, led by quarterback Maple, 22 for 50 on the year for 355 yards, 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. All state running back Ryan Minguez. Looks not like a whole lot of nothing as Maple throws Dominguez out in the back. Maybe good for a gain of 1.
Perlyberg with the possibly touchdown-saving tackle, tripping up number 12 as he broke down the sideline. At the point of attack on that far side of the field, it looked like we had a Wildcat in position to make a tackle and was received a block in the back, but there was no flag on the play.
Correction, that was Bellman.
Yeah, Bellin got a 2-yard gain, really nowhere to go off that left side. Stevenson came in and made a good tackle.
Brings up about 2nd and 7.
Quick pass rolling out to his right. Good throw and catch. Keegan Clark and Wyatt Bowling there to make the tackle. Next, we got 2 receivers running off the field and some more size coming in for the left side here. Got a pitch out to the left, using those blockers that just entered the game.
Dozier with the big hit.
Neumeister wrapping him up from behind. Back to pass. He's looking right. He's got nowhere. He's going to sprint out. I think he's going to keep it. Neumeister chases him down, drags him out of bounds for a short gain. Good play by Neumeister. It's going to bring up a manageable 3rd down for EC. see if the Wildcats can dial up some pressure here. I can see a quick throw to the left.
Looking long.
Incomplete.
Incomplete, according to the side official.
Yeah,
Makes a good attempt.
He did not maintain he did not maintain that catch all the way through. He tried to keep those feet in bounds and bobbled it going to the ground.
It's going to bring up 4th down for the Trojans.
And the same field position FC was when they got down to the other side here, about the 35-yard line, 34-yard line. So they're going to go for it on 4th down as well. Two receivers on each side of the field. One running back. Snap. Looks over the middle, hit as he throws. Incomplete pass. Brady Bruneman.
Brady Bruneman on that big hit. East Central comes up well short of the 1st down.
Yeah, I'd love to see him dial up the pressure there. Bruneman came through a little late on the blitz, but got to the backfield just before he released that football, causing it to flail over the head of the would-be receiver as an incomplete pass.
Big 4th down stop for the Cats.
Now you go back to that Pearlieburg game touchdown-saving tackle there. I'm pretty sure he doesn't make that ankle tackle from behind. He takes that in for 6, and it turns into a stopper for this whole team. Let's see if we can utilize it. Another bowling hold, run off to the left side with Wee Wee clearing the way. Short gain on the play.
Game for about a yard.
Hand off to Wee Wee this time. Nowhere to go. Taken by a host of Trojans led by number 20.
Gain of about a yard. Brings up 3rd and 8. Wee Wee coming out, Pearlieburg coming in. Or, excuse me, Keegan Clark. Jordan Keller comes in out wide.
Yeah, you can always find where Keller's at. He's got those pink cleats on.
Yeah, it's like, who's got those pink cleats? Jordan Keller.
As soon as I saw him, I knew he was out there. Trips right. Here's a snap. Looks deep. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to keep it.
There he
Makes
goes.
him and misses. Gets through it. He's got the
Down
sideline.
He is gone.
No catching. Wyatt Bowling. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Wyatt Bowling showing that tremendous speed out in the side. Again, making people miss out in the middle, getting to the side. Well enough for a touchdown. That is massive for the Wildcats out in this early in this game.
Yeah, decent opening drive. Got into a good position. Went for it on 4th down. Didn't get it. Defense held up. Got the ball back. And that's all you need is one opportunity, because once Wyatt Bowling hits the open field, there is no catching it.
PAT is good by Mr. Ben Harvey. Now, Nick, Wildcats are going to need a lot more of that tonight if they want to keep up with East Central. Wildcats taking an early lead in this game thanks to Mr. Wyatt Bowling.
Yeah, first 2 drives, Bowling's had 8 carries. He's already over the century mark with 102 yards rushing and a touchdown.
Yeah. Wyatt, in that drive, that play, making about 6 or 7 people miss before he gets out to the sideline, turning on the burners. No one's catching him.
Yeah, he looked like it was a pass play. He was looking Dozier's side, didn't have anything. Pocket started to collapse. He stepped up. I still think he was looking downfield, but once he saw open space, he just utilized the afterburners, shot through that line, and there was no catching him. Let's see how the East Central Trojans answer here. Wildcat defense going to hold up.
Wyatt outrunning people in this conference in football and in track. Ben Harvey set the kick. Little ground kick. Bobbled. Brenneman gets the ball. Ref signals FC ball. What a kick by Harvey. Brenneman getting on top of it, giving the Wildcats an amazing field position well into the East Central territory.
Yeah, last game, Harvey taking over the kickoff duties and puts one down the middle, a low dribbler. East Central can't handle it off the kneecaps of the would-be receiver, and 3 or 4 Wildcats came swarming across that ball. Brady Brenneman ended up with it, and they're about to start their 3rd drive of the first quarter. Great start to Wildcat football.
Ben Harvey is well predicting those kicks, or perfecting. He had a couple against Rushville that turned it out that same exact way.
Not to mention, he's been exceptional for extra points.
Only missing about 2 this year on like 15 attempts. Wyatt Bowling showing pass.
Bunch right.
Airs
He's
it out.
got a man deep.
Overthrown.
Yeah, just above his head. Good post route by Dozier. Bring that down a few feet there, and he's walking in the end zone with it.
2nd and 10 for the Cats on the East Central 32.
Now after first down incomplete pass, you could sure that they're going to dial up some sort of running play here, whether it's to Wee Wee, Gilman, or Bowling, I don't know, but considering Bowling has 8 carries to the 1 for the rest of Wildcats. He does look back at the pass. Dozier almost makes the catch. Perfectly delivered ball by Bowling between 2 defenders right into the hands of Dozier. Expecting to take the big hit, just couldn't quite handle it to the ground. Little surprised they went for another pass play there on 2nd down, expecting them to get some yards, maybe get a manageable 3rd down, but nonetheless tried to take the defense by surprise. Almost worked out for them, but now we got a 3rd and 10 coming up. Let's see what we dial up.
Mr. Pink cleats out to the left.
Gilman split out right along with Stevenson in the slot.
Timeout, Franklin County.
Yeah. 3rd down and long here. Ball on the 32-yard line, 33-yard line. We'll be back right after these messages. Tonight's game brought to you by Skyline. Most delicious chili around. Here we go, 3rd and 10 for the Wildcats.
False start on the Trojans.
Way to use the timeout there for the Wildcats. Bowling behind center. Gets them on a hard count. Trojans cross the line for an offsides. It's a manageable 3rd down.
Yeah. Makes the 3rd down a little bit more manageable. Keller staying out and replaced for Dozier. Stevenson, Pearly Bird, and Gilman out wide. Bowling goes. He's driving those legs. doesn't look to be enough for a first down. Correction is going to be good for a first down.
A good strong run there by Bowling, just enough to get to the sticks.
Keeping those legs turning.
Yeah, good spot of the ball is going to be a first down Wildcat.
Dozier returns. Pearly Bird out wide with Mason Wee and Gilman in the back.
Handoff, another keeper.
Wyatt, gain of a handful.
Really running a heavy dose of Wyatt Bowling today, but it is working for the Wildcats. Good first down gain of 8 yards on the play.
Seem early into this game, not a whole lot of utilization of Wee.
Yeah, he just has 1 carry for 1 yard right now. He did have another carry, but it was called back on a face mask.
All Bowling so far.
Gilman on the sideline asking for a reset of the play clock as one of the officials was recovering a Trojan wristband that had fallen off. He gets the reset of the play clock, and here we go.
Souvenir time for that ref.
Wonder how many of those he collect a night.
Gonna find him out in the parking lot here after this, selling them.
Seems like the left side of our offensive line has done really well tonight with Shalik and Flash Fuller.
Definitely the smaller side of the line on opposed of Bryce Lee and Eli Amrine on the other side.
Yeah, there's some big men up front there. They're going against opposing big men, though. Not sure what the holdup is here. And the referee's now out of the middle and blowing the whistle to commence play. Another deep pass up for Dozier, a little over his head, back left corner in the end zone.
Now, 2nd and 2. Thinking you would be doing some sort of run play, wanting to air that out, bringing up 3rd down. With the Cats well into 4-down territory in the red zone. Treating this 3rd down more like a 2nd down.
Bowling in the shotgun formation, 2 running backs in front. Brady Brunnemer in motion. It's another quarterback keep, lead blocking, squeeze through the line.
Out.
To the pylon, is that a touchdown?
Ref has not signaled.
There's the signal, touchdown, Wyatt Bowling in the Wildcats.
The Cats taking an impressive 2-score lead, pending 2-score lead. It already is. Ben Harvey looking to be 2 for 2 on the night. Up and good. He is 2 for 2 on the night.
That is back-to-back drives for the Wildcats with a touchdown run by Wyatt Bowling. On that run right there, he used that left side. There was nothing fancy about that. He had 2 lead blockers in his running backs. He went off that left side that we talked about with Flash Fuller and Shalik. He looked to have nowhere to go, somehow wormed his way through that line, then used the speed once he got through it. Made a hard dash to the corner of the end zone, hit the pylon for another touchdown.
Wyatt,
go ahead.
Well, Wyatt, by no means a big guy, but proves to be a big guy by running straight through that line, getting out, and that incredible takeoff speed. It was like he was stopped, about to get tackled, and he shot out like a bullet. No one was catching him.
Oh, it's one of those things I've always said about him. You know, he finds small holes, he makes himself little, and then he gets through it. And once he's through it, he uses that speed.
Yeah.
The left side of that line has done a great job so far. Not that the right side hasn't. The whole line and in general has done well, but they have really run it down that left side quite often in this opening quarter. And right now they're showing that the O-line for the Wildcats is not afraid of this East Central line. We can push them up front. We're playing some bully ball. There was nothing special about that play there.
Another
Squib kick.
Oh, almost bobbled again by number 26. Puts the East Central on their own 30-yard line. Ben Harvey is getting really good at those kicks.
Yeah, nice high hop at the end. Carter Metz came in there, had a chance at it. The kid with the sure hand grabs the ball, but Metz makes a good open field tackle. No return for the Trojans.
Safe to say Harvey's found his sweet spot.
We got 1:28 left in this first quarter. Wildcats are up 14-0. The Trojans are going to have to do something here on this drive.
Bellman stumbles for a few by getting taken down by Stevenson. Flag on the play. Looks to be some extracurricular activities after the play.
Definitely something that happened after the play. Looking at the East Central side, it looks like the frustrations are starting to mount for East Central there, making an extracurricular play after the play was already over. Bellman had a run to the left side. Short gain. Nothing wrong with a gain of 3 on the opening play, but Lyon showing a little hostility and frustration there. In the first quarter, it's the third major penalty for East Central.
Backs him up quite a bit.
Yeah, penalty came after the play was already over. The first down play had run. He was already down. It should be second down and long, not first down. And they changed the marker just as we said that. Bellman, another handoff up the middle. Had some room that time. Wormed his way down the middle, about being touched about 7 yards deep, getting back to just past the original line of scrimmage.
Still a long third down.
Yeah, looking about 3rd down and 8. Let's see if we go to the pass here for East Central or if they're going to continue to run that ball with Bellman right up the middle. Quarterback keeps it, bounces out to the left, slips.
And,
Newmeister in with a big hit. Ball's on the ground.
East Central looking like they have recovered it. Ref signals East Central recovers it.
Newmeister with a fantastic hit on the quarterback who was stumbling at the time, causing him to separate him from the ball. Oh, out there for a grab. Couldn't quite get on top of it, but it's going to be a 4th down and long for the East Central Trojans.
Now, first time tonight, you think East Central maybe thinking punt here, not wanting to go down 3 scores against the Wildcats.
Yeah, considering the Wildcats have now punched it in twice, I wouldn't give them the ball on this side of the field. I'm expecting a punt to come here, but they do not look like they're in punt formation. And they just took a timeout. I think they're going to talk about it.
Now, definitely Central showing some frustration, emotion here. This is probably the first time in maybe a decade that East Central is trailing the Wildcats by 2 scores or more going into the second quarter.
Yeah, we'll see what they talk about here in this timeout. We'll be right back from 30-second timeout.
The champion because victory tastes better here at Lakeside Shell. The drinks are cold and we are open 24 hours. Stop in after the game and show us your game ticket for a free fountain drink.
After a short message, we're back. Coming out of the timeout, East Central looking at a 4th down and long. They talked about on the sideline. Let's see what they do here. Are they going to punt it deep? It looks like they are. Quarterback is off the field.
Punt team coming in for the Trojans for the first time today.
We back to return.
Now, Nick, this don't look like a punt formation. Switching it up. Or 49.
Low snap out to the right. Oh, catches off the toe. It's out of bounds. That is a
Right
short
across
punt.
the 50.
Where's he walking this off to? That ball did not get that far, but we'll mark it. Oh, here he's changing it. Other referee came in, making the change. Marks it at the 43-yard line. Wildcats in positive territory.
Wildcats looking to capitalize would be huge here.
I've been notified that anybody's at home and are having trouble hearing us. We have tried to make adjustments to this sound. We apologize for any inconvenience. Hope you can hear us now.
Well, I'm about to get to the point where I'm going to be eating this microphone.
Got it close. Wildcats in the bunch formation in the backfield. Wyatt with the drop back, looking left, going to Dozier, double coverage.
No pass interference on the play.
He was tripped up by an East Central defender. Secondary help was coming over the top, a little late to him. Dozier had a play on the ball. Trojan fell to the floor, tripping him up, but they're going to deem it incidental.
Bowling up the middle, breaking out wide. Gets drugged down or across the 20-yard line. Bowling is on the ground, though. Not a good sign here. He's getting back up to his feet. That is great.
Broke a deep one, got drugged down from behind, a little bit of a hip drop tackle. And whenever that happens from behind, it usually rolls up somebody's leg. He's gumming off on his own power. He has a little limp to him. He's going to get looked at, but we're going to have our backup quarterback come in. That is number 8, Troyer. See if the Wildcats take a time out here to discuss this. Oh, end of quarter. I'll do it for the first quarter. Wildcats 14, driving to make a third score opportunity here. East Central Trojans 0. We'll be back in just a moment.
Still my number one. Then there's the 4-way with onions or beans. I say, give me both and make it a 5-way. I love Skyline always. Skyline conies and ways have always been fire. But once I discovered that habanero cheese, it hits different with the heat. Now, when I go to Skyline, I tell them hit it with the extreme cheese. How do I love Skyline?
Welcome back to the start of the second quarter. Wildcats 14, Trojans 0. Wildcats are on a good drive here. Bowling was rolled up a little bit on that last run. He's limping a little sideline. He was checked out. He seems to be okay. He's walking the sideline right now holding his helmet. I think he's going to be good to go, but just to be safe, they might give him a couple of plays off here on this drive.
Coming in, the junior Logan Troyer.
Yeah, Logan Troyer is a heck of a backup quarterback. Fought with Wyatt at the beginning of the season for the starting job. Wyatt ultimately won it. Troyer coming in with a strong arm, good IQ. We'll see if he can keep this drive going for the Wildcats.
Wildcats marching down close to the – no, never mind. They're in the red zone. For the – probably going to expect a run of Wee Wee here. Troyer off the pass, out wide.
Airs it out for Dozier. We got a pass interference in the end zone. Didn't skip a beat there. Troyer with the perfect thrown ball to the right side of the end zone. Of course, Dozier having a great beat on the ball, goes up to make the catch, and defender had no choice but to take his arms down. resulting in a pass interference in the end zone, and that's going to be a half distance to the goal on the penalty. Bowling back in the game now.
Wildcats, half distance to the goal. Kind of have the royal flush of first downs here. Still having that opportunity to get a first down in. Fumble, bad snap on the play. Bowling gets on top of it.
Yeah, that's a mistake on the snap by the Wildcats there. That's going to result in a long second down play here.
2nd and 12. Looking for a good snap here. Rolling out right. Passing. Just out.
Yeah, nothing going there. I'd like to see them work one to the other side of the field, knowing that the Trojans are now starting to double and triple cover Dozier. This would be a great time to utilize that on a long third down here. Bowling coming from the sideline back to the huddle, just as Quinn Gilman did last year in the same position. Seeing if he could dial up a big third down here. Drops back, looks to pass, bouncing out. He's wrapped up, taken down by big number 97. Unfortunately, not sustaining that drive there on third down. Let's see what they do here on fourth, and obviously a position where they are not going to punt the football.
Yeah, definitely 4-down territory here. Just out of the reach of a high school kicking range.
Yeah, I'm not sure the young sophomore has enough leg in him quite yet to get from this distance. He has shown good accuracy. Haven't seen him kick anything from this kind of distance yet. So we're going to go fourth down and take an opportunity at the end zone here. Dozier flipping field to the left side. More room to operate. Looks left, double coverage comes, throws it out to Wee Wee, who's going to trail behind him. Giving him some room, see if he can break a tackle. He's back to the original line of scrimmage. Not a terrible play dialed up there. Got some yards. Going to turn the ball over on downs, but 15-yard line for the Trojans to start their drive. Bellman running to the right, has some space. Across the first down. Looks like he's got a gain of 14 on the first play. Another handoff to Bellman up the middle. This time no running room. Host of Wildcats meet him. About 1 yard gain on the play. 2nd down and 9.
Gain of 2.
Bellman finds a crease on the left side. just short of midfield, tackled. Brady Brunneman with the takedown. Looking to pass deep down the right side. No, they are calling a flag on the play, a pass interference, as the receiver looked like he just stumbled and actually tripped up the defender. Referee not on the sideline. The back ref in the middle of the field made the call. Looked like a simple, innocent tangle up on me. Running, stride for stride, defense and offense. Receiver catching a foot of the defender and falling to the ground innocently, in my opinion. But nonetheless, the call was made by the referee, and they're going to mark it off.
East Central marching across East Central territory for the flag on the play. Bellman rushing for about 5 yards, 10 yards. Gonna bring up 2nd and 6. Another rush to Bellman. Brings up 3rd down for East Central, 3rd and short. Looks like 3rd and inches. Don't know if that 3rd down marker and the 1st down marker could get any closer, but they are. Looking probably for a bush push here. Excuse me, tush push. Correction, ref corrects the play, awarding East Central the 1st down. East Central marching down the field here. Bellman stumbling for gain of about 4 or 5.
Yeah, they're really starting to work that ground and pound now. Bellman's getting a lot of work. O-line's starting to ramp up their physicality. They're getting a little bit of a push now. He's starting to get 4 or 5 every time. Sprint out to the right, looking for the quick pass. He does. Number 11 with the catch. Keegan Clark and Foster combined on the tackle. Be a gain of a few and good enough for a 1st down. Tight formation.
Bellman stumbling and rumbling into a touchdown for East Central, 1st of the night.
Yeah, that was a unique play call there. Real tight bunch formation. First time we've seen the quarterback under center. Made himself real small. They were surrounded by multiple running backs in the backfield. By the time Bellman even had the football, nobody really knew where he was at.
I didn't even see him.
Neither did I until he was running into the end zone. Good play call by the Trojans. Good touchdown by the Trojans. That's going to make it 14-6 with an extra point pending. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is good. Well, let's hope that Wyatt Bowling rolling of his ankle in that one play does not change the way that this well-oiled machine was running in the 1st quarter. just under 8 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Trojans now on the board. Wildcats up by a touchdown. Let's see if we can get the offense moving again. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by 1-5 Productions, Skyline Chili, 12th Man sponsors. Here comes the kickoff. And we're back. Trojans set to kick off. Gilman back deep. And it's off. Deep kick, left, right side. Perlyberg with the catch. Makes a cut. Second would-be tackler takes him to the ground in a hard fashion. Good open field tackle. It's going to be a 20-yard line start for the Wildcats. All right, let's get back to what we've been doing well in this first half. Ground and pound. Work that left side of the line. Mix it up every so often with the pass. Let's not get predictable.
Yeah, you don't want to get stagnant, especially doing this well in the first quarter, first half.
Well, the line was really, really producing in the first quarter, into the second quarter, and then as soon as Bowling went down with that ankle for a few minutes, we went back to the pass and just no going on the pass, and we got to get back to that run. Bowling takes the shotgun snap, fakes the pitch.
He's
sacked. Wrapped up and taken down at the 1-yard line. Again, just talked about it. We don't want to get predictable on that pass. We're starting to go to the throw a little bit too much. We need to keep the ball moving. We need to keep the offensive line in tune with this game. They were producing in that first quarter, and we need to get back to it.
Nowhere to go for Bowling.
Yeah, Bowling with the keeper tried to get up the middle. There was nowhere to go. They stacked that box, and he's no gain on the play. Going to be a long third down here.
Definitely in dangerous territory. Again, punting from back here could be dangerous. Block, automatic touchdown, or a safety.
Yeah,
and
right now.
Don't know how.
Right now on a long third down, like, are you thinking about first down or are you thinking about field position? My thought right here would be get the ball 7-8 yards. Don't worry about a first down. Get her opportunity. We give our kicker some room to kick that ball as deep as he possibly can.
Blake with the catch.
Throw across the middle to Stevenson. Gets his second catch on the year. And as I just said, we worried about a first down. I'm totally incorrect. They got the first down. Blake Stevenson.
Big boy Blake Stevenson coming down with the ball. Amazing catch, amazing throw, right and threading the needle between two Trojan defenders.
Good enough for a 30-yard pitch and catch on the play.
Dozier and Wee out wide.
First down, hand to Gilman. Gilman back through the line, puts his shoulder down and makes sure he is finishing off that run.
And a flag comes flying in, though. Holding on the Wildcats. Now that's what you can't have right here.
Yeah, I hate to see that first carry by young Parker Gilman, sophomore. You saw him explode through that line. The kid has a lot of size, a lot of power for a young man. and he put his shoulder into that linebacker. He let him know that when he's running downhill, you're not stopping him.
Going to be first and about 20.
We split out wide. Parker Gilman in the backfield again. Carter Dozier in motion. It's going to be a design keeper out to the right. East Central strung that out real well. Didn't let Wyatt Bowling turn the corner. It's going to be a short gain on the play, bringing up second down. The best thing so far about this drive is keeping that clock ticking.
Yes. Wildcats definitely wanted to come out of this half with a score.
Perlyberg Gilman split out left.
False start on East Central. Looks to be number 43.
East Central jumping in the neutral zone, causing a couple Wildcats to move there. However, the official got it correct, and he calls a offsides on the Trojans. It's going to move them ahead a little bit, making a long second down still, but second down and 14 now instead of 19. Still got Gilman and Perlyberg split out left, Dozier right. Wyatt scans the defense, takes the snap, looks back. He has Dozier on the outside. He makes the catch. Taken out of bounds. Looked like a late hit there by the Trojans, but not seeing a flag. Nonetheless, good distance on the catch.
Yeah, horrible. I don't know what kind of spot that was on the ref.
Not sure on the spot there. He looked like he made the catch around the 42-yard line, stepped out of bounds immediately, and the ref spotted him 5 yards shorter. He was out of bounds before he got hit by the second guy. I don't understand, but, you know, they saw it. They're going to see it.
Third
and five. Third and 5.
Should be more of a 3rd and 1, but and Wyatt is sacked.
43 came off the left side untouched. Wyatt didn't have a chance. As soon as he looked left, he looked right, and he was getting taken to the ground.
East Central calling a timeout. Trying to savor some of that clock.
Yeah, 3:20 left to go. Looking at a 4th down and 10 for the Wildcats. You would think right here they're going to make this smart decision and trying to kick this ball as deep as possible. Angle it to the out of bounds, limiting the return for the Trojans. And then just have the defense work the clock here and see if we can keep them out of the end zone before the end of the half. Quick timeout brought to you by our sponsors. We'll be right back.
In a world of big banks and bigger promises, the little things that matter most. We're more than just a bank. We're your neighbors. We know your name, your story, and your dreams. From first saves to first homes, we've been here to do it all. Right here, right at home. Banking is better when you do it with people you know and trust. FCN, your hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Blake Stevenson back to kick.
Back to the action. Stevenson back to set the punt here. High snap. He makes the catch. Decent kick. Does angle it out of bounds as we talked about, but not a lot of distance on that punt. Looks like they're going to spot it just on the other side of the 50, or at the 50 rather.
Looking like.
Whoa, what's going on here in another walk-off? Another generous spot for the Trojans by the Zebras. Spotting the ball now on Wildcat side of the 50 at the 47-yard line. 46-yard line, rather. Trojans in shotgun, 14 in motion. Comes back to the right as the lead blocker. Bellman with the handoff, breaks a tackle on the open field on the right side. Taken down by Neumeister. Another good tackle to save what could have been a score. Nonetheless, still a long game by the Trojans and Bellman. Taking them down around the 25-yard line. Quarterback looks at the sideline, making a change here. Missing a player. Receiver runs onto the field. He gets set, looks at the receiver, looks at the referee. In motion, handoff to the receiver. Got a flag on the play. Trick play. Double handoff back to the quarterback. Throws it out to number 2 in the flat, wide open. He takes it in the end zone for a touchdown, but we have a flag right at the beginning of the play, and I'm pretty sure we're going to get an illegal formation there. Either that or a legal motion. East Central sideline not very happy about it. He's trying to say that his receiver was set before the motion was done. It's got to be set for a full second. I don't know if he was or wasn't. Referee throws the flag. That's all going to come back.
Brings up 1st and 15 for the Trojans.
Takes a shotgun snap, looks right, it's got nothing. Flash forward in the backfield, being held, putting his hands up. Referee not calling anything.
Incomplete pass.
Throws the ball to the end zone, incomplete pass. Coverage by Perlyberg and Foster on the play. Flash forward came off that right side, got through the line, was on his way to the back, on his way to the quarterback, flushed him out to the right. Seemingly got his left arm just grabbed with no call. This time go with the handoff to the right side again. Bellman, he makes another cut, gets past the linebackers to the sideline where he's pushed out of bounds. Neumeister, Dozier on the tackle. First down, Trojans. At halftime, we'll have a game ball presented. Sponsor ball tonight by Sean Burns Family Insurance to one lucky fan. Timeout on the field, Wildcats. Back after this. Back to the action here. Another tight formation. Bellman across the backfield. They gave it to him again. Fighting on the goal line. Second, third effort, and he's in. Touchdown, Trojans. That's a tough play to defend there.
Yeah, you got big boys and a lot of them in one space. Hard to defend against.
Yeah, they're basically just utilizing their size there. Quick handoff to Bellman across it, and he's got not only the whole O-line to block for him, but two other running backs, a tight end, and a quarterback. They're just using muscle right there on that play. Extra point pending. Tie this ball game at 14. And it's up and good.
All tied up 2 minutes before half. Bowling and Company hoping to make something happen.
At halftime, make sure you stay tuned to watch your Dance Cats perform at midfield. 2:02 left in this game. Scores all tied 14-14. Wildcats will be receiving. Two timeouts remaining for each team. Wildcats want to put on a drive here and do not give the ball back to the Trojans at all. Try to sustain something here. If they don't get in the end zone, that's okay. You knot it up at halftime. Get into a position where we can at least take an attempt at the end zone. Possibly even get in a field goal position. I think for our field goal kicker, we're looking, inside the 20-yard line maybe? I said looking field goal position, maybe inside the 20-yard line. You think he could, Harvey, kick it from that far?
I think he could. I think he's got the leg for a 30-yarder.
I think at this point you just play it. You try to get that down the field, at least to a position where you can throw the ball to the end zone or, God willing, you get into a position where you can kick a short field goal. Go
Boots
kick
it
deep.
out deep.
Gilman with the return. Runs it out to the right. Got a
Trying to
block
get
by
it
Metz.
wide.
Met by 23 and 38 of the Trojans, taken down at the 20-yard line. Minute 55 left in the game. First down, Wildcats. Now, I like here when they send Dozier deep and they pull that safety over to help. When you run that flat route out there with Wee Wee or Gilman underneath, that almost always is good 8 to 10 yards.
Yeah.
We want to get yards. You need to get positive yards on this first down. We need to stay ahead of the sticks. We need to keep the ball moving because we need to keep the clock moving.
Hoping to keep the penalties to a low on this drive. Hindered the last drive.
Extra blockers in the backfield. Wyatt takes a snap at shotgun. He's going to keep it up the middle. He does break one tackle, bounces out to the right side. He's taken down inbounds for a gain of 6 or 7 yards on the play. Clock still running, minute 40 on the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 3 on the play.
Wyatt's
Clock is still running.
Wyatt's still gimpily walking to the huddle. He doesn't seem to be fully 100%, but he is good enough to keep playing. I love to see the fight in the young man. Setting the shotgun again. Wee Wee back with him. Fakes a handoff, keeps it off to the right side, splits one up the middle.
And
Taken down hard by the linebacker at the 35-yard line, but that's a first down, Ryland. It's a first down. Keep it moving.
If you were aware, first downs in high school are stop the clock until the line gets back up to the line of gain. Cats only having 1 timeout left.
2 timeouts left, it says on the score clock. 50 seconds and counting. Here's a snap. Another quarterback keeper. Not really anywhere to go on this one. Pushes ahead. Maybe about 3 yards in the gain. Probably going to utilize the timeout here. Maybe, maybe not. Clock's still running. 35 seconds. Nope. They're going to keep it going. I think they're playing to keep the ball out of EC's hands more than they are to try and get a score here on this play, which is okay. That's okay. Going in and knotted up 14-14 is a good place to be. 23 seconds. Shotgun snap. Looks back to throw this time.
Out deep.
Got Sam Foster. Oh, in his hands. Good defense on the play. Looked like he was going to come up with it. Just didn't quite haul it in. Good throw. Good route. Clock stop now. 14.5 seconds. 3rd down and 7.
That would have been huge if he could have pulled that down. Almost had it. Good coverage by the central defender.
Yeah, that's the play you're looking for. He makes that catch. He's around the 30, 25-yard line maybe, and they're in that position where they can at least take a shot at the end zone. Maybe they decide to go for another play, get 10 yards, and take a shot at the field goal. I don't know if you're going to do that with a young kicker, but nonetheless, fill incomplete. 3rd down, and we got a timeout, Wildcats. We'll be right back for 14 seconds of exciting football before the second half. All right, we're back. Both teams coming out of the huddle. Looking for a long 3rd down and 7 here. 14.5 seconds left on the clock. Let's see what the Wildcats dial up. Foster split out right. Dozier left. Gilman in motion. Stevenson in the slot left. Wyatt Bowling threw his hands to the ground. He's on top of it. I think we're going to let the clock run at this point. Got a timeout. East Central trying to stop the clock. Just under 9 seconds left.
East Central probably looking, try to get something lucky here. Making it 4th down.
Yeah, 4th down coming here. East Central calls that timeout. They want to see if they can disrupt another snap here, whether it be on the punt opportunity or maybe a heave for a long ball. I like the punt. I think Stevenson can put it up in the air, try to run this timeout before East Central has a chance. And it looks like that's the formation they're coming out in. Stevenson back. East Central in the return formation. And here's a snap, high snap, handled by Stevenson. Decent punt towards the out-of-bounds line. Not high enough. Left some clock for East Central, and the ball looks like it's going to be spotted around the 44-yard line. Trojans are going to have 4 seconds left on the clock. They still do have a timeout. Coach has them in a huddle now. Let's see what they dial up here on offense. You think they're going to take a shot at the end zone, or they're going to give it to Bellman and see if he can break one?
I want to guess Bellman, but actually by seeing the formation out wide, I'm going to guess a pass.
Yeah, you give it to Bellman even with the timeout, 4 seconds, probably enough time to get a clock stoppage. They got splits out, or trips out to the right, so clearly going to go into shotgun with no backfield here. He's going to throw the ball up, see what happens. He does look left for the one-on-one. Catch is made. Handoff to a Trojan. Tackle still made. Wee-wee on the tackle. That's, Stevenson and Wee-wee both on the tackle. That's the end of the first half, 14-14. Got a great matchup here at Wildcat Stadium in Brookville, Indiana, and we got some halftime score from around the conference.
All right, we got no score from Batesville and Rushville as of right now. Connorsville and Madison are tied with 7. Lawrenceburg putting the hammer on Greensburg 55-0 at halftime. Richmond trailing South Dearborn 22-7.
Halftime, you have Bowling 4 of 9 on passing for 61 yards. Troyer 0 of 1. Wee-wee 1 carry for 1 yard. He has had other carries, but they have been called back on penalties. I'll bring you the rest of the stats for the first half momentarily. Right now, pay attention to your Dance Cats.
Tonight, under the lights, we are about to see 2 teams face off.
It's game day, and every move matters. From the first drive to the final whistle, whether you're leading the tailgate or beating traffic after the win, this is how real fans roll. Drive like it's game time. Visit us at whitewatermotors.com for all your automotive needs.
That's why Zimmer Tractor is proud to bring you the full lineup of Kubota equipment, built to handle any job, big or small. From tractors and mowers to utility vehicles and construction equipment, Kubota delivers the power you need. And with Zimmer Tractor by your side, you can count on hometown service you can trust. Kubota. Zimmer Tractor, Cincinnati Tri-State's largest tractor dealer. Visit www.zimmertractor.com today.
Tonight, under the lights, we are about to see two teams face off.
It's game day, and every move matters. From the first drive to the final whistle, whether you're leading the tailgate or beating traffic after the win, this is how real fans roll. Drive like it's game time. Visit us at whitewatermotors.com for all your automotive needs.
World of big banks and bigger promises? It's the little things that matter most. We're more than just a bank. We're your neighbors. We know your name, your story, and your dreams. From first savings to first homes, we've been here through it all. Right here, right at home. Banking is better when you do it with people you know and trust. FCN, your hometown bank. Member FDIC.
The champion, because victory tastes better here at Lakeside Shell. The pizza is hot, the drinks are cold, and we are open 24 hours. Stop in after the game and show us your game ticket for a free fountain drink. After the battle,
I love Skyline Chili. Let me count the ways. The Skyline 3-Way is the OG and still my number one. Then there's the 4-Way with onions or beans. I say, give me both and make it a 5-Way. I love Skyline always. Skyline conies and ways have always been fire, but once I discovered that habanero cheese, it hits different with the heat. Now, when I go to Skyline, I tell them hit it with the extreme cheese. How do I love Skyline?
In a world of big banks and bigger promises, it's the little things that matter most. We're more than just a bank. We're your neighbors. We know your name, your story, and your dreams. From first savings to first homes, we've been here through it all. Right here, right at home. Banking is better when you do it with people you know and trust. FCN, your hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Friday Night Football. The Wildcats are all knotted up with the East Central Trojans at 14 as we prepare for the second half. First half stats for your Wildcats. Bowling Green, 4 of 9, passing for 61 yards. Wee Wee, 1 carry for 1 yard. Bowling, 14 carries, 157 yards, and 2 touchdowns. A great first half for Y Bowling. And then Wee Wee, he has 2 catches, 22 yards. Dozier 1 for 9, and Stevenson 1 big first down on a 30-yard catch. Big second half coming. East Central bounced back real tough in that second quarter, showing their will and strength up front as Bellman pushed 2 in the end zone, both off the right side. Wildcats were moving real quickly in that first quarter, going up 14-0 until unfortunate Wild Bowling tackle took them out for a minute. Wildcats' offense kind of stalled after that, not putting any more points on the board as East Central knotted them up before halftime.
Hoping we get a more first quarter type of play at the beginning of the third quarter. Hoping they got a chance to catch their breath, come with the game plan, get ready to go.
Yeah, the second half of football is brought to you by 1-5 Productions. Thank you to all our 12th man supporters, Skyline, FCN, Lakeside Gas Station, Zimmer Tractor, and all the others. We appreciate all you do for this football community here in Brookville, Indiana. We have just over a minute left in the halftime as your Wildcats prepare themselves for the second half and the kickoff. We'll be back to you after a quick message from our sponsors for second half kickoff. We're back under the lights, second half of football. 15 seconds to kick off. Your Trojans are going to return as the Wildcats kick off to them. Harvey setting the ball up. On this opening drive, we're hoping the Wildcats are going to be able to get a good push up front on defense. We want to get them on a 3 and out here, 4 and out at worst. Get the ball back and establish that offense again like we did in the first quarter.
Yeah, absolutely right. We gotta see a little bit more of our blockers, more what they were doing in the first quarter.
One of the other things I'd like to see is we obviously had a heavy dose of bowling there in that first half. We did get a lot of touches to Wee. I'd like to give him the ball a few more times. Kickoff, trying to do another squib kick up the middle there. Kicked it directly to the chest, number 5 for the Trojans, and he caught it with his good soft hands and fell forward for a couple-yard gain on the return. Bring the ball already to this side of midfield for the Trojans. Not a bad spot for the Trojans, but not going to be a good starting field position for this Wildcat defense. Now, Bellman was their workhorse in that first half. Carried the ball, not sure on the number, but definitely carried the ball the majority of the offense. He lined up in the backfield for the first play here, but they do give it on a misdirection. Number 2, the wideout coming from the opposite side. He uses that speed to get to the outside. He's tripped up, and then the play is finished off by Bowling as he is now moving around on the ground again in pain. You hate to see it. Referee signaling a timeout. Looks like Wyatt's up. He's moving.
Yeah, also a reminder that Wyatt Bowling plays both sides of the ball.
He does, and not a big kid in stature, kind of a frail stature. Got that speed, but not a lot of size. Playing both sides of the ball can definitely take a toll on you. Unless he's coming out right now. Looks like the coaches are going to give him a little bit of a breather and Foster's and replace him on D. Trojans look to the sideline, change the play. Quarterback relays that to his line, back into the shotgun. The snap. He drops back. He's looking left. He's looking right. He pulls it down. Stevenson's coming down on him. Ball's in the air. He's going to flow it out of bounds. Now Stevenson had a beat on him. He got his hands up instead of trying to deflect the pass. I'd like to see him get into that backfield and let the presence be felt.
Yeah, definitely. When you get him, Maple, as of this game, not doing too great when he is under the pressure. Once you get him rolled out, either he's pressuring to throw it out of bounds or.
Our handoff Bellman off the right side again. He's loving to go to that right side. Tripped up. Gain of 10, it looked like, for another first down. Keaton Clark looked like he got the tackle on the trip up there. He's really utilizing the right side there.
Yeah. Got the big portion of East Central's line going across the right side. Bellman gets it up the middle, keeping the legs churning. That's good for about a gain of 6. Low snap. Doesn't matter. He's got a guy out across the 10.
Yeah, Neumeister with the tackle on the right sideline. Low snap off the ground. Quarterback handled it. Rolled out to the right. Did have pressure on him, but found an open man in the flat on the right side. He took it for a gain of 12 or so, giving him a first down and goal from 5-yard line. Another tight formation. Hand off to Bellman. Right side. They're still pushing, waiting for a whistle.
Ref calls the touchdown.
That is the 3rd time East Central has run that play, and all 3 times has resulted in a touchdown.
Yeah, they've got to find a result for that play and Bellman. Bellman is running all over this defense.
Not a huge kid at 5'10", 185 pounds, but he definitely gets his pad level low and makes himself strong when he gets through that line. He is following a big line, however.
Kick is up and good.
He's running behind a big number 79, 6'3", 266 pounds. That's a lot of push up front when you're running a play like that, trying to get 3 yards into the end zone.
East Central on top of the Cats for the first time tonight.
Well, opening drive for the Trojans resulting in a touchdown. Wildcats are going to receive a kickoff here. Let's see if we can match the energy, bring one to our end zone. We'll be back right after this.
Runs deep, and so does trust. That's why Zimmer Tractor is proud to bring you the full lineup of Kubota, built to handle any job, big or small. From tractors and mowers to utility vehicles and construction equipment, Kubota delivers the power you need. And with Zimmer Tractor by your side, you can count on hometown service you can trust. Kubota. Zimmer Tractor, the Cincinnati Tri-State's largest tractor dealer. Visit www.zimmertractor.com today.
We're back, set for kickoff. Parker Gilman lined up deep, ready to receive. I'm joined by a guest here in the third quarter, Carly Hahn. She's a 2020 graduate of Franklin County High School. She knows a lot about this program, don't you, Carly?
Oh, yeah. So my brother played football from kindergarten to his junior year, so I kind of just grew up watching him play football. I announced for the youth program for a few years, played football for 3 years, 6th, 7th, and freshman year. So
wow, you played 6th, 7th, and freshman year?
Yeah.
Just took that 8th grade year off?
Yeah, I played volleyball. I should have just played football that 1 year.
What position did you play?
Tight end, DN, and special teams.
Nice. All-around player, huh?
Yep, I try my best.
You catch passes?
Sometimes.
Well, so you've been around this program for a long time. You know a lot of people here on this team. Obviously, your brother played with a lot of them. You're a couple years before them. I heard your dad coached?
Yeah, he coached from kindergarten to 6th grade.
All right. So you guys are part of that unit that brings these young kids up and teaches them the way of the Wildcat, huh?
Oh, yeah. I know a lot of these seniors personally. I know their parents personally. They're very close friends. Basically family, so,
awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, the start of this game has been a great start. Obviously, we've sizzled off a little bit, but I still think that we have the ability, we have the size, we have the maturity, we have a lot of seniors on this team. We have obviously great skill position players with Dozier and Bowling and Wee that we can get a push here. This third quarter, it's 21-7. Obviously, they've scored 21 unanswered after our 14 unanswered. But like right here on this offensive set, we gotta create a statement here. We gotta be able to push the ball up the middle. We gotta be able to run it. We gotta establish that, and then we can throw the football. Trojan set for the kickoff, and it's off, deep. Parker Gilman's gonna receive. Good hands. Trying to bounce it out right. Uses speed to get to the sideline. Taken down hard at the sideline, about the 26-yard line. That's where the Wildcats will start their first down drive here. Now, Gilman, that's a name, right? That's a name in this town?
Oh, yeah.
I know their Parker Gilman is cousins with Quinn Gilman, who's last year's quarterback. Was quarterback for a couple years, I believe. Had a very good team last year, went 7-4. But their dad played him. Am I correct on that? Of course, their dad played. He was the great quarterback from the '90s, right? Here's a snap in the shotgun. Y Bowling's going to keep it. Bounces out to the right. Gets a couple yards there on the first down play. Gain of 4. Second down, shotgun formation. No running back in the backfield. Throws it out quick left. Wee Wee was not quite prepared to haul that in. Sailed over right in front of his face. Incomplete, third down, 7 yards ago. Correction, 6. All right, Carly, you're a football player. Third down and 6 yards to go. Ball in a position where you really don't want to give back to the defense here in this side of the field. Are you going to run a run play here? Are you going to do a quarterback keeper? Are you going to try and throw the ball? I'd like to see him utilize Perlyberg a little bit. What would you think we should dial up here?
This is tough. Nobody's ever had to ask me that question. Probably give it to Perlyberg.
That's another quarterback keeper. Taking down the backfield and a loss on the play, it looks like. Loss of 1. That's going to bring up fourth down and long.
I've also watched Caden Perlyberg grow up throughout the years through Pee Wee. He's a strong player.
Yeah, another one that's kind of, not huge in stature, but the kid packs a punch. He's quick. He's got great hands. He showed that last week on that 72-yard touchdown catch. He took one off his shoelaces and took it to the house right before the end of the first half. Fourth down play to come. Stevens set back for the punt. See if he can get one leg on this one. He does. It's nice and high. Caught by Trojans on the sideline, tiptoed it, didn't get out of bounds, but a host of defenders took him down anyway after a gain of maybe 1. Good punt by Stevenson, nice and high, allowing the defense to get down the field, or the returners to get down, or kickoff coverage to get down the field, and make a tackle. Yeah, 21 unanswered points for the Trojans. Back on offense again. We're going to have to get a big defensive stop here. We cannot allow this momentum to continue. Big flash Fuller on the left. Matched up against a huge O-line. He's matched up against Hank Timmons, 6'7", 328 pounds on the right side. Makes you wonder why Bellman keeps running it right, huh? And on that last play, big 71, Noah Brown, 6'1", 261 pounds, lost his helmet. Had to go to the sideline for one play as a new O-lineman comes in. Referee gives a signal, get the game clock, or play clock operating. And here we go. Handoff Bellman. Bounces to the left side, has his hands on him. And he's taken down by Keegan Clark and Elijah Neumeister. Gain of 2 on the play. Third down and long. Drops back, looking, has all the time in the world. Throws it over the middle, nobody there. Feldkamp catches it wide open, nobody to take him down. Runs it down the sideline for a long touchdown pass, but there is a flag on the field. The officials are talking about it. Still talking about it. Looks like he's indicating it's probably an illegal hands to the face by the defense, which will probably be declined by East Central, obviously resulting in a long touchdown. And that is the call. Well, here we are in this hole now. 28 unanswered points. East Central really getting things going at this point. It's the depth, I think, that is really making a difference. East Central can rotate out big, giant offensive linemen throughout the game. They can stay fresh. They can keep being strong. Or we're playing kids on both sides of the ball just because we have a smaller team. The skill set is there. We have it. Just a smaller team. After that, East Central scored is 28 Trojans, 14 Wildcats. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back to you.
Skyline Chili? Let me count the ways. The Skyline 3-Way is the OG and still my number one. Then there's 4-Way with onions and beans. I say with me the 5-Way. I love Skyline always. Skyline conies and ways have always been fire, but once I discovered that habanero cheese, it hits different with the heat. Now, when I go to Skyline, I tell them hit it with the extreme cheese. How do I?
I'm back, everybody. I know you missed me. Probably not. Back in action. East Central's kicking off. Well,
yeah, welcome back, Ryland. It was great having Carly in here. Carly's going to be new to the team. She'll do a little sideline reporting for us, as well as filling in for me in a couple of weeks while I'm out of town for the Greensburg game. Looking into third quarter action here, 7 minutes left on the clock. Trojans are up 28-14, and they are set to kick off, looks like, from the 45-yard line after a penalty by the Wildcats.
Attention to East Central student section brought to you by Peyton Manning. I'm just kidding. There is a person with a Peyton Manning jersey. I don't know what kind of theme that is. Forgot his jersey at home. Had to run to the pro shop.
Probably just wearing it for the number 18, you know. Where our student section has USA theme tonight. Kick is up.
Booming
deep
punt.
into the end zone. That's a touchback, and it'll be Wildcat football. Reminder, tonight's production is brought to you by 1-5 Productions. Skyline Chili. Get it while it's hot. So far, Franklin County in this quarter has not really sustained an offensive drive. Let's see if that can change here as Wyatt Bowling's coming into the huddle to give them their first play call.
Also found Anthony Richardson.
He's in the stands.
Yeah, he's back there too.
What you got? Go gadget eyes over here. I can't see any of these people. You got binoculars?
No.
Just young eyes. Oh, what's going on now? Football's finally set.
They're just missing Andrew Luck.
Look for big number 12 out there. Bowling in the shotgun.
Hoping to get something started here. And
Hands off to Gilman for a short gain. 1 yard gain.
Yeah, I've been kind of stagnant since East Central going 28 unanswered.
Yeah, stagnant since the first quarter. O-line really did establish something in that first quarter, but they've made the necessary adjustments. They're starting to shut it down now. We're going to have to find another way of moving the football.
Another thing is, do you think we're getting tired? I mean, East Central's can constantly rotate in fresh players deep into this ball game. Franklin County less able to do that. Flag comes in. Probably going to be a pass interference on East Central.
Yeah, out route by Wee Wee. Football was delivered by Bowling. Well thrown ball. Defense got there a little early. It's going to be a pass interference on the play. But that's a first down Wildcat. Yeah, I brought that up earlier when Carly was in here with us and talking about how EC can just keep rotating that line on both sides, and they stay fresh. And they obviously have lots of size. I mentioned they're 6'7", they're 6'3", they're 6'5" guys, all in the 300-pound range. They already have a bigger line than we do, but now that they get to rotate guys like that and they're staying fresh, where our O-line and our D-line are pretty much the same people.
Yeah, and it's not like when they rotate in, someone may get a little dip in that line. Nope.
Yeah.
Even their second string. Still rocking over 6 foot.
And you brought that up at the beginning of the game. Like, this is the difference between a 3A school and a 5A school, right, when it comes to football. Like,
absolutely.
They just got more bodies. They have more to choose from, and that is what's wearing on us right now into this third quarter. Fakes the handoff across, drop back to pass, looks right. And overthrows Wee Wee to the sideline. Second down and long. Wildcats break the huddle. See if we can dial up something here. Dozier split out left. Wee Wee right. Another quarterback keeper up the middle where there's nowhere to go. Once again, the wall is closing.
Bowling looking a little frustrated.
There's nowhere to go. I mean, no gain on the play there. Big number 97 and 77. 97 at 5'11", but 228 pounds, and the 97, 77, 6'7", 328 pounds. When those two kids push through the middle of the line, if you're trying to run up the middle, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah, no.
They are literally combined for a wall.
Yeah, you don't even got to get tackled. Like, just whole wall comes through, you're tripping over everybody. Can't really go.
And the kid standing right next to him, don't forget him. He's 6'5", 278 pounds.
Good pass out to Wee Wee. Doesn't look like it's going to be enough. Just short.
Just short, about a half yard short. It's going to be a fourth down, but manageable.
It's going to be a 4th and 1. Looks like Coach Gilman is keeping the offense on the field.
Oh, now he's remarking it. What's going on here?
Still going to be 4th and 1, maybe even 4th.
Yeah, 4th and a half yard. This is where, like, normally through the last 3 weeks, you would see him just get a good push here, go right up the middle, fall forward, get the first down. But with those two big kids in the middle, you really need to bounce this out. You need to get out into space.
No, and they gotta get it.
Didn't happen.
Interesting play call. You'd think maybe a tush push.
Against that big D line, though, that's what I'm saying. You can't get much push on that. I'd like to see him take something out into space, maybe utilize a quarterback option where he could pitch it, he could keep it. You know, have Wee Wee run alongside of him. If the defense commits, make the pitch to Wee Wee, let him get out in space. If they don't commit, then obviously Wyatt can use his speed out in space. But instead, we're trying to run between tackles, but we're just a smaller team. We can't do it.
Coach Gilman upset about something. If that something is, I don't know. Thinking the spot.
It's going to be a first down, Trojans on the 45-yard line. 18 in motion, spreads out wider. I'm sure it's going to be a handoff here. 2 in motion. There it is, across the formation. He cuts it back in, has an opening, gets through a hole. He's taken down by Dozier and Wee Wee. First down on the play. Marked on the 31-yard line.
Yeah, the Trojans starting to grind down the Wildcat defense to a nub.
Yeah, Elijah Selhurst, number 2. He's had a couple of those handoffs coming in motion from the slot position. He's a slight 6 foot tall, 165 pound player, but has a lot of speed. First down pass is incomplete. There is a flag on the play. What'd you see there, Rylan?
Looks like a false start.
Oh, false start, and they played the play out, huh?
the same thing. Backs up the Trojans 5 yards. Good stop.
Nate Shalek with the big stop up the middle of Bellman for what, 2-yard gain maybe? He's going to bring up 2nd and long.
Going to bring up 2nd and 14 for the Trojans. Hard count. Not going to fool the experienced defensive front of the Wildcats.
Another handoff here to Bellman. He's going to bounce it out to the left. He's got a little bit of space. He got a holding on the plate. I didn't see a flag come down, but
there
it is. Flag down. Tackle made by Wee Wee and Brunneman on the sideline. But we're going to have a hold on the Trojans there. You saw Blake Stevenson had a beat into the background on the right side, or backfield off the right side, and just got held up by the O tackle.
Now, if you're Coach Gilman, do you accept this penalty or do you decline it?
Oh, that's a tough one. 3rd down and 13.
Looks like he's going to accept it.
Or do you take the 10-yard penalty? I think I take the 10-yard penalty. That'll make it, what, 2nd and 23?
Yes.
Similar formation than we just saw before. He's going to roll out right. He's probably going to look for the pass in the flat. And it's intercepted by Max Foster, sophomore, with the hands, laying out for the ball, making a secure grab, going to the ground, and that's a Wildcat football. Great play by Foster.
I'm just going to remind you here, Max Foster is little compared to this East Central team. Little.
Yeah, he's about 5'8", 140 pounds, but he's a kid that plays with attitude. You know, when he plays hard. When he hits you hard. And he doesn't have a lot to give you, but, man, when he gives it to you, you're getting all of it. And then right there, he shows his quickness. He's got quickness. He's got hands. I've seen him play basketball. Kid can handle a ball. He can get up and down the floor. He's a good athlete, and he just showed it right there.
Wildcats hoping to capitalize on this turnover.
Troyer in the game makes the handoff to Wee Wee across the formation, and he's bottled up in the backfield for a loss of 2. I didn't see what happened there. That Bowling came out of the game and Troyer's in, but nonetheless, that's what we're seeing now. Troyer's on the field. He's at the helm, quarterback.
Bowling sitting down on the bench, maybe catching his breath.
Yeah, you wonder if it's because of the injuries or if it's just because it's 28-14. I don't feel like this game is necessarily out of hand.
No, only 2 scores.
Nonetheless, you got a capable quarterback coming in. We'll see what he can do. Takes snap, drops back. He's scanning. He doesn't have anywhere to go with it, and he's sacked. Actually had decent time on that play. The pocket,
yeah, just collapsed on him.
Yeah, I mean, he had a good 3 seconds to look at and scan the field. There was good coverage, nowhere really to go with it. Eventually collapsed. Those are the little things you learn, right? You got to get rid of the football a little quicker there. He's going to bring up a 3rd down and long. Yeah, trips out right. Stevenson in the slot. Gilman behind. Perlyberg out wide. Dozier on the left, all alone. He scans the field. He looks left. He's got Dozier deep. He overthrows him. It's picked off. East Central's returning it right now. Oh, big crackback block. Flags are flying. He's finally taken down. Oh, ball comes out. It's returned. He's going. I have not seen a play stoppage. Gilman is running in the open field right now. That should be a touchdown by the Wildcats. They are now saying that the ball was down, but he was never down. He was hit by front and back, and immediately when he was made contact with, that ball came out. And the referees were already marking it before he even get to the ground. The ball was gone.
Yeah, that's a real questionable call. Still a very interesting call. Ball pops out while he is well up.
So they got the flag on the play. We had an illegal crackback block. And that was clear as day. I mean, that was there. The flags came out. Good job by the officials on that one. But then the tackle was made. He was sandwiched between two Wildcat defenders. And immediately when contact was made, that ball came out. He hadn't even started going to the ground yet. And that ball was recovered by Gilman. And he's running all the way back, and the referee comes out of nowhere. He wasn't even looking at the play. He was looking at the flag when it went down.
Yeah, I didn't see a single ref in the area even pay attention that the ball came out or anything. Then ball came out. They were all still focused on the flag.
That is unbelievable. I mean, it's been one of those nights. You don't want to blame officials. Obviously, Wildcats are playing a decent game. Trojans playing a great second half here. Officials have done a good job. That was a good flag there, but you cannot miss that. You cannot miss that. That is a game changer for the Wildcats. That makes it 21-28. Instead, here we go. Another big run by Bellman. Takes it 25 yards down the sideline. Huge momentum killer.
Still rumbling. No whistle. There it is. And the ball comes out again as the ref blows the whistle.
The ball comes out again, and you got a referee that's on the side. He's not looking at the play again. He's talking to a player who lost his helmet on the play rather than finishing refereeing the play. The play has to die before we start worrying about people's equipment. Got that stack formation again by the Trojans. Ref blows the whistle. We got a timeout, Wildcat. Well, we got 58 seconds left in the third quarter. We'll take a second for this timeout. 30 seconds. We'll be right back with you.
Tonight, under the light, we are about to see two teams face off.
It's game day, and every move matters. From the first drive to the final whistle, whether you're leading the tailgate or beating traffic after the win, this is how real fans roll. Drive like it's game time. Visit us at whitewatermotors.com for all your automotive needs.
All right, we return to action. Missed that play, I apologize, but there is a flag on the play. Looks like he took it off to the left side, a couple yards short of the first down, and it's a holding on the Trojans. Another flag being thrown on the play. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Trojans. Not sure what was said there on the field, but obviously a player did not like the call against him, and he made that well known to the referee, but you can't do that. I mean, why do that? You've had a couple of plays here that could have went devastatingly wrong for you guys and could have went the other way for the Wildcats, and the referees made a mistake and didn't make the call correctly, and that's okay. You know, officials make mistakes. But then you're going to get mad over a holding call and cost your team 15 yards. It's just uncalled for.
Yeah, especially when you're trying to put this game away.
Yeah, I'm sure their coaches aren't very happy.
No.
They're in scoring position, and then you get that. Now we're looking at a second down and
long ways.
30, 35 yards, something like that. Pass
There's
deep down the middle.
out.
He's got nobody down the middle.
And the ref calls
Are you kidding
flag
me?
on that. Clearly playing the ball there, but
That's terrible. He hit the football. The ball sailed up in the air. It was underthrown. The receiver goes up to make the catch. Perleyberg comes in, puts a hand up and hits the football, doesn't even make much contact with the receiver at all, and they call it pass interference. This game is getting out of hand. When that ball is up in the air, the player has a right to the football. The defender has a right to the football. There was very little contact on that play at all. Both players were making the play for the football. The football was contacted by the defender. I do not know where a flag comes in on that.
Me neither. That is like, I think 5 straight plays there's been flags.
Shotgun snap, looks left. Another hold, not seeing a flag. Quarterback decides to take off and run, runs out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. Now you see Shalleck get to the right side of the line there, and again, once the quarterback bounces outside, Shalleck has a beat on him, and you just see the whole tug of the jersey, and he's coming back to the line.
If we were NFL announcers, we would be short of about 20 grand here.
Well, luckily we're not. It's 3rd down and 5. East Central, they got that tight formation again, coming across. Here's the handoff to Bellman, and he does what he's been doing the whole time, pushes through and gets free for another touchdown. Well, for the sake of my pocketbook, Rylan, we're going to move on. 35-14 Trojans. Questionable third quarter calls resulted in the Trojans' long drive for score. With just under 27 seconds left in the third quarter, Wildcats are set to return to kickoff.
The champion, because victory tastes better here at Lakeside Shell. The pizza is hot, the drinks are cold, and we are open 24 hours. Stop in after the game and show us your game ticket for a free fountain drink.
Now it is kind of hard to move on from those refs. They're kind of like a crazy ex-girlfriend. Just no matter how they hurt you, you just somehow find your way getting back into that conversation.
Yeah, I hate to do it. I mean, this has been a great game up until this point. I mean, obviously the Trojans are doing a great job. Nothing taken away from them. Bellman is a workhorse. The offensive line for them is playing fantastic. Their defense is playing well. They've definitely matched Franklin County's offensive line for this pretty much since mid-second quarter. But just the opportunities that Franklin County has been able to get, the referees they're taking every one of them away. And here's a kickoff. Deep. Keegan Clark on the return. Taken down by a host. Blow the whistle. Come on, blow the whistle. We're going to push him back 6 or 7 yards for the whistle's blown. Momentum was stopped clearly around the 25-yard line. Let's see where they spot it. And they will. Let's spot it about the 26-yard line. And
Shocker.
Another
flag. They really like those things. Holding against the Cats. Shoves them back another 10 yards.
Troyer still in at quarterback. Jordan Keller's in at wide receiver, split out right. Looks like Sam Foster out to the left. Troyer keeps it, bounces left, cuts back to the right, leans forward for a few-yard gain, maybe a gain of 2.
And then it's probably going to roll out the end of the third quarter.
That's going to be the end of quarter number 3, 35 Trojans, 14 Wildcats. This is 1-5 Productions. We'll be back after 30 seconds.
Tonight, under the lights, we are about to see two face-off.
It's game day, and every move matters. From the first drive to the final whistle, whether you're leading the tailgate or beating traffic after the win, this is how real fans roll. Drive like it's game time. Visit us at whitewatermotors.com for all your automotive needs.
With White Bowling's condition still unknown, Troyer stays in at quarterback. Jordan Keller out wide. Pink shoes, pink mouth, guard. All he needs is some pink gloves. Troyer up the way up the middle. Whole lot of nothing.
1-yard gain on the play.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Cats.
Troyer back to the huddle. Has play from the sidelines. 3rd down. Takes a snap, drops back, has time, over the middle. I saw a lot of holding on the defense there. Sam Foster over the middle, number 1.
It's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's Carson Dorsey on the coverage. Had a lot of jersey, no flag down, 4th down and 6, or 5.
Punt team coming in.
Snap. Punt by Stevenson.
Okay, Nick, I see where it went out.
Well, it hit the ball, or hit the ground just short of out of bounds at the 47-yard line and took a hop. I'm going to say they spotted it at the 45. They're doing it right. All right, we got it. 45-yard line. Good punt by Stevenson. Snap out to, runs it out to the left, looks for the pitch, keeps it up the middle.
Keeps those legs churning.
Finally, play is blown dead, but not after a gain of 7 yards by the quarterback. A couple of 12th man sponsors helping Franklin County football year in and year out is FCN Bank, Owens Corning, Jason Shalleck's Auto Body, Metzi Custom Homes, George's Pharmacy and Medical Supplies, White's Realty and Auction, and El Reparo Mexican Restaurant. We thank you for all you do for us. Runs it right, tackled Bellman on the carry, number 20, Caden Perleyberg, but it's enough for the 1st down and a gain of 5.
Yeah, Bellman absolutely putting the work in today for East Central.
I mean, he's got to have close to 30 carries.
Oh, yeah, easily. Every play's going to him. except for that one.
Drop back to pass, looks left. He's got a man over the middle.
Good
Defense.
coverage.
Neumeister.
Neumeister, big boy getting out there.
He knew the ball was coming. I'm not sure if he got his head around, but he did get his hand up. That's what they teach you, right? You don't know where it's at. Get your hand up, play coverage, don't make contact with the receiver. And he was able to bat it to the ground. Good defense. I haven't seen him out in space in coverage that often.
No. They do have him as a linebacker.
Yeah, he's a big boy, 6 foot, 215 pounds, playing outside linebacker. Yeah, just not on coverage very often, but he was on that play. Bellman up the middle to the left side, tripped up after a long gain. Keegan Clark on the tackle after a gain of 17.
Yeah, the Cats seeming not to have an answer for Bellman.
Snap, handoff again to Bellman. Oh, the ball's out.
Looks like
that's recovered by the Wildcats. Neumeister with the hit. Ball came out on Bellman. Clark with the recovery. It's going to be Wildcat football. I am not going to lie there. I saw one referee already call it down, and I was about to lose it. But the other referee came in. He saw it down. He made the right call. We're good.
We're kosher here.
Troyer in the backfield, taking the shotgun snap, and the keeper, again, trying to run it up the middle. Oh, man. 20 on the tackle. That's Chase McCracken, 6'3", sophomore. Wraps him up, grabs a leg, won't let go, and then suplexes young Troyer to the ground. I feel like that was a little excessive there. Nonetheless, gain of 1, 2nd down and 9. Twin receivers to the left, one out to the right. Looking for the pink shoes, that would be Keller on the right. Dozier and Gilman on the left. Handoff to Wee across formation. He does squeak through the line, makes some room, gets out to the first down marker and past it for a first down of gain of 10 on the play.
Now, that was about the first play. Mason actually got probably across the line of scrimmage. Finally, good to see him getting through the secondary. Brings up first down.
Gilman moves to the right side slot position. Keller still split out right. Dozier by himself on the left. Shot and snap. Handoff to Weeby across formation again. Made a couple people miss. Bounces to the outside. Undercut by number 1. Carson Dorsey, Wee with a gain of 6 or 7 on the play.
Going to bring up around 2nd and 4.
Starting to see a heavier dose of Wee now as young Troyer came in the game. Keeper by Troyer. Cuts it back left to right. Hops through the hole for a first down. Is it a first down?
Looks to be a first down.
That's a gain of 5. First down, Troyer. Now I'm noticing that the Trojans have taken out those 2 big hosses in the middle, probably playing some of the younger players at this point, being up 3 scores. Nonetheless, oh, he jumps. Was he in the neutral zone? Handoff to Wee. He's met at the line of scrimmage for no gain. It looked to me like you had a Trojan in the neutral zone, but I don't see any flags down, so that's going to be 2nd down. 53 definitely jumped on that play.
Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. We'll never know because there was no flag.
Well, you're right. Gilman in the backfield, along with Wee Wee. Troyer, the shotgun. Snap, hand off to Gilman. Up the middle, finds a little crease, gets low, and falls forward for a gain of 5, making it a manageable 4th down. Or is that 3rd down, sorry. Third down.
Looks to be 3rd and 5.
Troyer in the shotgun. 1 running back in the backfield, Keegan Clark. Gilman split out right. Troyer's going to keep it, find a crease, bounce back to the right. Good enough for the 1st down and a gain of 7 or 8 yards on the play.
Good enough for a Wildcat. 1st down.
It was a nice move by Troyer. That's where I say you make yourself small, you get through the hole. He is small.
Yeah.
Which is okay. Good runner. Strong. Kept his legs churning. Definitely fell forward. And he got that 1st down. I like to see the drive moving here. Let's see if we can sustain this all the way to the end zone. Clock's running. Just under 5.5 to play. Troyer's got 2 running backs in the backfield behind him now. Takes a shotgun snap. Hands off to Parker Gilman up the middle. He pushes forward for a gain of 4, maybe 5 on the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 5.
Seeing a lot of younger guys in the backfield right now with Parker Gilman and Troyer.
Yeah, Keegan Clark's been back there for the last couple of plays, but usually when he's back there, he's used as a blocker.
Yeah.
And at this point right now, he is in the one in the backfield along with Troyer, as Gilman splits out right into the slot. Dozier's still out left, and Sam Foster out right. And this time he does hand it to Keegan Clark. Of course, I said something, and he does hand it off to him. He gets across the line of scrimmage for maybe a gain of 1 or 2.
Maybe lucky to get a gain of 1. It's going to be about 3rd and 5. Jordan Kaler comes back into the game. Max Foster out wide. We got Keegan Clark and Gilman in the background.
I'm calling this one quarterback keeper.
Looks to be a pass.
I mean, we got lots of contact on the left. Are you?
There's
the flag. The sideline referee did not want to throw the flag and actually turned around and yelled at the coach instead of making the play. But luckily, the back judge made the flag.
Yep, the ex-girlfriend's back on the field, and she is yellow.
And we got the pass interference on the Trojans. That's going to be a 1st down Wildcat. I mean, tons of contact on the play.
First time I'm glad to see that on the field. Gets the Cats the 1st down.
Hand off to Clark. Nope, keeper by the quarterback. And he breaks the tackle, breaks the 2nd tackle. And takes it for a gain of 6 or 7 yards on the play. Troyer.
Called about 3rd and 4.
Troyer's handling the ball well.
5.
Yeah, Troyer's handling the ball well. He's only got 4 carries now, but for 22 yards. So he's definitely getting some yards.
Yeah.
During his longest carry has only been 8, so he gets yards every carry. He's a good runner for a quarterback.
Maybe East Central kind of feeling the pressure here. 77, big 77 comes back in the game.
I think the coach has seen enough of them running up the middle, huh?
Yeah. We're going to have to adjust our game plan a little bit with him back in the play.
Hand off to Clark. Jump cut over his own man. Gets through the line. Pushed forward. Whistle was quick. But gain of 4 on the play. It's going to bring a 3rd down and 2.
Now, I'd like to see them use their right side blockers with flash puller, or left side. Seemed to be good success early in this game. Haven't used that side of the line too much since.
Yeah, I noticed that they brought in 76 and 97 as well. Those were their starting defensive tackles. All three of them are back in the game right here. They're trying to shut this play down.
Yeah, East Central not liking the Wildcats getting this close.
And they're bringing the blitz. Handoff to Gilman. Back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a push for 1. And that's going to bring up 4th down and 1.
Seeing if the Cats can produce a first down on this 4th and 1. Last 4th and 1 was very stuck up behind the line. Hopefully we've learned from our mistakes.
Yeah, I'm looking at Flash Fuller and Shalleck out there, hands on their hips. Or is that Newmeister? Sorry about Newmeister. Hands on their hips. They're gassed at this point with a minute 50 left in the game. Clock still running, 35-14. They have played a long game of football here, both sides of the ball. Played a good game, though. The Wildcats have played a good game. Troyer takes the handoff. He looks to throw. Off the hands of the would-be receiver.
Big Keller.
That was Keller.
Jarred loose. Now, as the East Central coaching position, with only a minute 30, you're up 3 scores. Do you think putting back in your starting lineup when the Cats get close, you think that's more of a kind of an ego?
It's a statement.
Yeah.
It's a statement. Like, they were not happy we came out and hammered it 2 times into the end zone. And they did what they had to do. They came back and they got better, and they came back, they got better. They punched in 4 unanswered, 5 unanswered.
Yeah. East Central in victory formation here.
But they were not going to let us put another one in the end zone.
Now, if Coach Gilman really wanted to put a step up, call a timeout here. But I think they will let this game end.
I think at this point they're looking forward now. We got, Lawrenceburg next week at Lawrenceburg. It's another tough matchup. These are probably the 2 toughest matchups back-to-back that we're looking at for the whole season. Yeah. You want to keep your team healthy. You're not going to push it. There's no reason you're down 3 scores.
Yeah, now, Nick, this was definitely, even though lost by 3 scores, still, we had a very impressive team last year, and we got blown out.
Yeah, we played a good first half last year too, but we were throttled by the end of the game. And I think coming out of this game, we showed that we're a good football team. We have good pieces at every position. We have the maturity. We have a good game plan. We just, we didn't match up. That's okay. We stayed healthy. We played hard. I think the players are going to have their heads held high for this game. And they're going to come out next week against Lawrenceburg fired up, and they know that they think that they can beat them. And I think they can as well.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to bring us to the end of our game for tonight. Final score of East Central Trojans 35, FC Wildcats 14. Hard-fought battle. Came up short in the end. Hard-fought game. Really proud of the kids. Thank you to everybody that sponsored this program, all the 12th man sponsors. Skyline, 1-5 Productions. I'm Nick Van Oven. I'm here with Rylan Majeski. We appreciate you guys for joining us, and we'll be back next week.
So long from Franklin County, Brookville, Indiana. We'll see you next week against Lawrenceburg, hopefully. That game will be played in Lawrenceburg.
And we're out.